Hi there, Old and Surly here. I just wanted to take a moment to do a quick review of a really cool mod I found for the recently released TIE Bomber set 75347. This is a mod that was created by a very well-known mock builder known as 2Bricks. He has a great YouTube channel with all of his designs and a lot of great reviews on them, as well as a really nice Rebrickable page where I found this one. And I will provide the link for it in the comment section below. These instructions are free again, so it's a great build, and it only takes 62 pieces to do this modification. And they're very easily found pieces on Bricklink. So, I mean, you can't beat that. Ease of use, very small extra piece count, and it only takes really a few extra minutes compared to doing the normal build of this TIE Bomber. So what he's done is he's answered two of the key gripes that a lot of people have with this particular build. Overall, it's a great build anyway. It's very sturdy. It's far better than the original TIE Bomber that came out many years ago. But what they did with the original cockpit on this is they actually blocked it out using this solid black 4x4 rounded piece. And by doing that, you're no longer able to see in there and see the pilot in the cockpit. So what he did is he actually redesigned this front hatch and put in pieces to allow you to actually see the pilot within, which it's small in the grand scheme of things, because again, as you can see, it's hard to see in there anyway, and it does take the right light to get in there, but you now can see through and see the pilot just like you would with any of the other TIE Bomber sets out there. So I think aesthetically, it just makes the set blend a little better with all of the other TIE sets that are now out there. The key thing that he does that I love is rather than having the 4 push-down flick-fire bombs on this side, he has actually gutted and completely redesigned the interior of this section to have a rotating mechanism. And what he's done is he's taken and blocked out the top, as you can see. Now you only have the small hole to allow you to put the bombs in there. And he's also removed the flick fire section of those bombs. So they're actually a little more looking like what you see in the movie Empire Strikes Back. He's also taken it and made this engine the rotating mechanism handle. So as you rotate the bomb, it actually releases the pieces and they drop out of the bottom through this slot below. So overall, I think he did a great job of redesigning this, even though in the grand scheme of things, I think Lego should have probably done it from the get-go. I don't know why they didn't, other than the fact that it was an additional 62 pieces. But I mean, between replacing the ones that he did to fit those in there, I can't see the cost difference was that much, but I'm sure there was a reason for it, maybe from a playability perspective. But again, his modifications don't take away from the playability of this thing at all, or remove the structure strength of it. It's still extremely sturdy. There's no issue of it going to fall apart simply because of this modification. And in fact, I think he's made the display ability of this piece even nicer for older fans like myself, but you still have all the play functionality for those younger fans of Lego, and they can enjoy it just as much as you can. So again, overall, it's a very, very strong mod. Only takes 62 pieces that are very inexpensive and found easily on Bricklink. And I can't say enough good things about it. And his instructions for this mod are free. And I do want to point out, you will have to follow his instructions for the build, because he does some significant structure differences in the actual build of this to make that rotating piece. So he starts from step 1 all the way through the full build of the aircraft. So just follow his instructions. You can't go wrong. The only thing he doesn't have in there are the instructions for the gonk droid and the small loader there. Again, you just have to use those right out of the standard instructions. You'll have no problems. Overall, great build, very quick, and I can't say enough good things about it. So what you see here are the remaining pieces left after the build from his modification. Again, not a large wasted amount of pieces, so you still have a little bit to add to your future mock builds, but again, not a lot of wasted parts overall. The one thing that I did differently from his and from the Lego instructions is they actually use yellow pieces for the bombs. And instead of doing that, I went ahead and went on Bricklink and bought these in trans blue, the exact same pieces that you'll find in the instructions, so that I could kind of emulate that Empire Strikes Back feel to the bomber a little bit more. That's an entirely optional thing. You don't have to do that. But again, it's just a little something to add to the overall aesthetic for display purposes. So again, this is Old and Surly. If you have any questions or would like to have any more details answered, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer them. You take care and have a great day and keep building.